Welcome everybody, the Lucky Dog, Gen 6. Race number 2, Hot Atlanta. MaxspeedTV, Bobby, with all the freaking hobbies coming at you. Oh, this is going to be good. Setup, a little tight. What does tight mean? Well, that means you get a close encounter and a date with the wall. Keep an eye on it. Watch and see what they do. In this league, there's no stages. It's green flag and checker, baby. The way God intended it to be, in my opinion. But anyway, 2 fast repairs. What they're going to get tonight. You guys stick around. Do the national anthem. We're going to be back with Lucky Dog Boys at Hot Atlanta. Get something to rate, drink, eat, snack, whatever. Your favorite blankie, whatever you like. Kick the wife out and grab the dog, whatever. But get back here. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you here. Like a dog. Race number 2 of the Gen 6 series here in Hotlanta. Like I said earlier, in case you missed it, it's a little tight, to say the least. The wall will come quick. We'll see who can figure this thing out, because you're going to have to white-knuckle ride it all the way around this place. Two fast repairs, that's all they're gonna get. No stages, baby. Green flag, the checkered. Welcome everybody out in YouTube land. Hit that like button if you will, for the ones that are watching. I promise you won't get a blister. If you do, well, I'll send you a Band-Aid. A MaxspeedTV Band-Aid. What do you think of that, huh? As we get ready to come to the grid, we'll go through the names. See who I can screw up, what I can't. Face it, people, it's my forte. It's what I was put on this earth to do. As we take a look at them. Let's get it done. Row number 1 to 78, Gary Slapinski, the coolest name in iRacing in my opinion. I call him Slapinski. The 429 beside him in a MaxspeedTV ride, Mr. Paul Witt. Row number 2, the 44, Jacob Edson. He's been on a roll here, watching. And the 7, William McKellar beside him. Row number 3, the 71, Dirty Don. The 00 beside him, Mr. Thomas Holder. Row number 4 to 57, we just call him Sarge, BK Pierce, and the 40 of Mr. Timothy Woodson. Row number 5 to 43, Sandy Curtis, and the 20 of Dave Acacia. Row 6 to 12, David Cox, and the 59 of Ralph Blair. Row 7 to 33, Gary Reglin, and the 52, Gary Whitmer Sr. Row number 8, the 46, Buddy Waters, no relation to his cousin, Muddy Waters. Just joking. The 40 beside him, Joseph Carlson, row number 9 to 3, Kendall Kraft, and the 2 of Mr. Chris Hogue. Bye-bye, music. Hello, sweet, sweet sound of a V8 motor. Maybe, I don't know. That might not be happening here. I'm seeing some technical difficulty already. I gotta fix it. Give me just a second and I'll fix that. And just maybe we'll be all right here. I can't believe this has happened. I really can't. Let's see. I'm looking for it. There we go. Now you got yourself a little bit of music and a little bit of motors. As we get ready, Hotlanta, baby. Here we go. Whoa, trouble off the get-go. The McDonald's machine, 44. Edson slipped sliding away a little bit. He might have got a little help. I don't know. Slapinski out front. A little more sliding going on back here. Not sure who that was. I think that was the 12 of Damian Cox. And the Titleist machine. He almost sliced it. Like I said, you're going to have to be real careful. That wall's going to come quick, especially if they're running a tight setup. Keller leading the way. And right there he is in the Smithfield, right? With Mr. Macho Man Randy Savage riding along with him. Oh, yeah. I know I didn't do that right. I tried. Went down in the bottom looking. Would like to try to get something going down there. And he's got Slapinski right there knocking on his door. A 71, a Dirty Don. I like that paint scheme a lot. Looks like he went four-wheeling. Back in the 8th position. You know what? I just got the irony of that. Dirty Don, dirty car. Yeah, I'm a little slow. What can I say? Keller out to a nice little lead here. Seven laps out of 100. Now this league really, really prides itself on 0 cautions. McKellar's sticking it out there in the wind a little bit, getting a little bit of real estate between him and Slapinski and Paul Witt. Edson taking the high road. And it looks like Dave Casey is coming to play now. Started 10th, already up to the 5th position. And look out, because Gary Ragland is on his way. Started 13th, and already he's knocking on the door for that 6th spot. Timothy Woodson, currently in the 8th. Damon Cox there, 9th. Trying to hang on to it. Holder would really like to have it. Again, Dirty Don, 11th. Buddy Waters in the 46 machine, currently 13th. We just call him Sarge, currently in the 13th. Ralph Blair in the 59 machine, he's 15th. Kendall Kraft, 16th. And 3 laps down, Joseph Carlson, and I'm going to assume he had an issue when we started here. A technical issue, I believe. But look at Slapinski's reeling him in. Bringing him in a little closer each lap. Now look, tires are kind of important here. This place can chew them up, get them really hot. And then that's when you go from extremely tight to extremely slickery. The good news is you can kind of beat and bang and bump these cars. No big deal. It's not like the trucks where you breathe on them, something's going to happen. Whoa, a little slippery back here. Damon Cox. I'm pretty sure on a butt pucker factor, that's probably about a 4 or 5 right there. That's right. I have a butt pucker scale. When you're riding around here on ice, it's tight, and then it gets really slick. Something's got a pucker, right? In case you guys are wondering, we're missing the 777 thread of Michael Pegg. He's taking the season off. And that's probably good news for some of these guys. Him and Paul Witt, Slapinski, some other guys in here, well, they're lap hogs. A lot of championship drivers in this league. Jacob Edson running a totally different line than everybody. He's staying way up high. He likes it up there. Riding around with him, getting real close to trying to take a spot from Slapinski. See him having to get out of that throttle. Wall comes soon. Wow, look how close the 7 got to that wall. He had to get out of it quickly, and all that did was allow Jacob Edson to draw himself up right to the bumper. You can see Slapinski down in the bottom, keeping it nice and low. Why, Mr. Paul Witt sits back here and watches them. Now, this track is plenty wide enough. You should stay out of trouble. But you can always slide up into somebody. Or flat out lose it. Or hit the wall and come down and hit somebody. Wow, Mr. Rudy Cummings is in the chat with me tonight here on YouTube. That's right, folks. The man who started MaxspeedTV himself, Mr. Rudy Cummings. I can't remember. I don't know how long iRacing's been around. 9 years, 8 years, 10 years. I don't know. But one day, Rudy was sitting in the living room, picking the toe jam out between his toes. And his wife of many years says, "Rudy, you got to do something. You're killing me here." He says, "You know what, sweetheart? I got the face for broadcasting. I think I'm going to broadcast." And bingo, here he is. The first network for iRacing was MaxspeedTV. As Edson trying to edge his way up into the lead right here on the bottom side. So thanks to Rudy, I guess. It's all his fault while you guys have to listen to me. Ooh, he backed it way down. Oh, into the wall, the 43. Sandy Curtis, I do believe that's who it was. Let's take a look. Well, there he is. You see a little bit of damage there. Just a tad, no big deal. He'll be all right. You got to be careful. The wall comes quick. These walls don't come tumbling down. Paul Witt starting to get a grasp on this setup here as he's working his way up from third into second now. Edson, I hate to say it, but Jacob might be the... Whoa, into the wall he goes. And man, Slapinski, I think, might have pinched him. I don't think he realized he was even there. But that's going to allow these two cats to go off into the wild blue yonder, or gray yonder. Had to put Acacia here in third, and fourth, Slapinski's going to gather it back up. Damage-wise on him, well, I don't know. It's not too bad. They just kissed a little bit. Curtis is still looking good. Now, the guy that really took the hard one out of this deal, and here he comes. Jacob Edson into the pits to get some work done. Boom. Fast repair. I had to use it, I think. Of course, maybe not. I'm still looking to see, to confirm that. It doesn't look like he used it. We'll see. But that's going to hurt him a little bit. But Killer, if he looks in his rearview mirror, he's going to get a big eyeful of that man right there with that handsome face on his quarter panel. Mr. Paul Witt. Lurking. Trying it down on the bottom. Liking it down there. I talked to him earlier on this setup. He says, man, it's a handful. Now you can see these guys kind of spreading out. Acacia, Slapinski's gathered it back up after actually saving it. Now, butt pucker factor, scale, probably about a 3 for him, maybe a 2. Nothing gets this guy rattled. As you see, he's working on Acacia now. Behind him, you got Dirty Don in the 71. Sandy Curtis getting a little pressure from Mr. Damon Cox. Well, we got a bundle of them right here. Whoa! The 43 takes another ride, but gathers it up. And unfortunately, gonna lose a lot of spots. And I can guarantee on the scale, that's probably about a 6 or 7 on that one now. Now, don't forget, the 33, sideways, caution's out. Let's see what happened. Not really seeing a problem just yet, but we're going to, and there it is, folks. Sideways, coming out of the pit, slams it up onto the wall. And what does he do before anybody hits him? He gets out of there. Now, that was a stand-up move, in my opinion. So he's got to get towed all the way back, and that's going to really hurt him tonight. Our first caution tonight. 27 laps. You can guarantee most of these cats are going to come in. Now, while we're sitting here, in a caution as everybody is coming in, we'll show them all coming in nice and slowly. You want to know what it's like going through a pit stop? Sure you do. So let's find somebody. Oh, I really would like to if I can find my... There it is. Dirty Don in a 71. We're going to ride with Dirty Don. He comes in fourth. He gets fuel, left side, right sides, and he's on his way. And that's what it's like having a pit stop here at Hotland. Your top five: Mick Keller, Witt, Acacia, Slapinski, and Mr. Dirty Don. "12 people watching, and nobody except my mediator is saying squat." Come on now, y'all got to at least say something here. How's it going? How's your Tuesday? Where are you watching from? Who's your favorite driver? I don't know. Say something. Help a guy out, will you? Feel like I'm just, out here all by myself winging it. Who do you think's going to win this race? Who do you like? Who don't you like? And do not say me. You'll hurt my feelings and I will cry. Paul Witt, the MaxspeedTV driver. You can see him right there with the paint scheme. Pretty nice. What I like about his paint scheme, look at that. That's carbon fiber paint job. That's pretty cool. Slapinski is going to be third down here. David Casey fourth. Fifth, Damon Cox. Dirty Don sixth. Buddy Waters, no relation to Muddy Waters. Seventh. Mr. B.K. Sarge Pierce is eighth. Ninth, Timothy Woodson. Ralph Blair 10th. Thomas Holder 11th. 12th, Kendall Kraft. Mr. Gary Whitmer Sr. will be 13th. Sandy Curtis having a little rough time tonight. Still on the lead lap, doing all right. 14th, 15th, Jacob Edson. Now he's going to be a lap down. Joseph Carlson's going to be 3 laps down. And Gary Reglan, after the spin coming out of pit road, he's going to end up being 5 laps down. Chris Hogue says something real funny. Hopefully Chris, you're going to feel better. Do what I do, man. Take a gallon of NyQuil. Kick the wife out of bed, bring the dog up into bed, and just cuddle up and go to sleep for about 14 hours. It's about how long it takes for you to get that NyQuil out of your system. But you do rest. So hopefully Gary feels better when we fire things back up next week. And don't forget, these guys on Friday nights, they have their Lucky Dog Super Speedway. And I hear they got a heck of a broadcaster there. I don't know, just what I heard. I heard he's really good, so you might want to tune in and check him out. As they tighten things up here at Hotlanta, there's your top 5. And while you're at it, here's your race summary. 1 caution and 3 lead changes. And I have to say, for a pace car, you'd think iRacing could do a little better than that ugly thing. All right, here we go. Race number 2, Atlanta. The Gen 6 Series Lucky Dog. McKellar. He's got some company. Slapinski, Paul Witt, right there on his bumper. Witt's decided to go down to the bottom. Slapinski's going to follow him. McKellar takes it up the track by the wall. Now, while these three cats are duking it out, the third place guy, Damon Cox, is sitting here watching the show. Now, I have not heard a single thing from Rudy when he came in and said, "How's Bobby?" He might have fallen asleep listening to me. I don't know. Slapinski out in the lead. I call it the rocking chair. He's supposed to be safe as in your mama's arms when you're out front. Can't get in trouble that way, right? Well, most of the time. Witt still duking it out with McKellar for the second place as Cox watches. But then again, Ralph Blair is seeing all this, and he's coming into the picture, and he wants to play in these games. Whoa, Paul had to get out of it right there. McKellar almost pinched him just a little bit. And then you're going to go back a little ways to the Sarge in 7th. Dirty Downer right behind him here in the 8th. I got to tell you, that's my favorite paint scheme here so far, including the one of my driver, Paul Witz. But I really like this Dirty Don's paint scheme. All he needs is tire tracks. I'll have to tell him, get you some tire tracks on that thing. As Brad Paisley would say, you got to get a little mud on your tires. Curtis hanging in there, gathered it up pretty well. He might have this thing figured out somewhat because he's currently in the 9th position. And he's got Holder and the crew right behind him. Jacob running well. Kind of got into a slight little situation. He's going to be one lap down. If there's anybody out here who would love to see that caution flag, it would be the 44. Carlson's 3 laps down. Gary Ragland, he's going to be 5. Let's take a lap around here with Slapinski. Let me get rid of all this stuff. There you go. And we'll start right here. Clocking in at about 175 when he gets into the turn. But watch how quick that wall comes up. And he puts it right by it. Playing with the throttle. It's fast around this place. And there's your first lap. He's stretched out to about a 2-car length. As you can see, McKellar right there sliding around like he's on ice skates. Or on ice, I should say. You don't slide around on ice skates. What's the matter with me? Paul Witt hanging in 3rd. Cox has got 4th for right now. But Acacia would really like to have it. I really think my boss fell asleep listening to me. Woo! Into the wall he goes, and he's gonna... He hung on to it. McKellar's having a rough night tonight. Either that or he's drunk, one or the other. He is having a rough way to go here. And I'll tell you what. David Casey did him a favor because he could have punted him big time. It's going to send him backwards. Still stretching out about a 5-car length now, Slipinski. They've been out there for 16 laps, so they got a ways to go before they got to worry about a pit stop here. You can see their speeds. He's led 12 laps. Dirty Don looking at the 57 of Sarge. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking Sarge might have a little bit of damage. No, he don't. It's his paint scheme. Boy, check that out. How cool is that? 2 awesome looking skulls. And it took me a minute to realize those were skulls. I like it. I like it a lot. American strong, baby. Sandy hanging in there. Doing all right. Now you realize 18 laps on these tires, I can guarantee you they're probably starting to get just a little bit slickery. Getting warm. Water's trying to hold off these guys. Believe it or not, here at Atlanta, you can do some drafting. You can get right up on them and kind of help your situation out a little bit. You know what? It'd be really nice if I turn all that stuff back on, wouldn't it? So what happens when you're a one-man band. Getting a little tight back there. A little crowded. Slipinski hanging on. 48 out of 100 in a book. Working up on halfway here. But Paul's creeping in. I see a lot of 2x2s going on here. Holder up top. Whitmer Sr. right there behind him. Now this is a little tight racing going on right here. Out of everybody on the track, the action is right here. Casey right now, 14th, would love to see a caution. He is 1 lap down. Witt battling Slipinski, trying to put a little pressure on him if he can. Paul gets a real good run right here. Come right up, do a little drafting on it, work his way right up close to him. Watch, you see 2 different lines. Paul likes it on the bottom, and he likes to just shoot up off that turn. Well, Slipinski likes saving his tires, I think, and running that high line. third place, sitting back here by himself. Nobody to bother him right now. And that's Ralph Blair, having a good run. He started 12th. He's currently in 3rd. Cox trying to run him down. Pierce, still in your top 5. Having a good run tonight. All the way back here, Mick Keller. Having a rough night tonight. Just a little bit, but he's still on the lead lap. And that's a good thing. Now, the Katzits had to use a fast repair. And you only get 2 tonight. So Slapinski had to use 1. Acacia had to use 1. So did Mr. Edson and Carlson and Raglan. Everybody else, they've got 2. Still stuck away hidden. And I haven't got one person in YouTube even tell me who they think is going to win this race. That's kind of sad. Surely somebody has an idea. Tell you what, if this guy right here can get his lap back, you better look out. I think he's got what it takes. Slapinski is always tough, him and Mr. Witt. By the way, if you're not a subscribed member of MaxspeedTV, get your butt over there and subscribe. We're trying to hit 9,000. And it would be really sweet. Because that 9,000th person is going to get something really nice from MaxspeedTV. Blair is not getting any closer to those 2, but the 2 behind him is not getting any closer to him. Well, Slapinski's got a fan out here in YouTube. David's saying 78 for the win. Now, y'all aren't saying that because he's led 26 laps of this race so far, are you? It's one of those things where you're watching a football game and it's, the 4th quarter and there's a team up by 21 points and you happen to pick them to win. Well, let's go through them real quick, huh? Slapinski. Number 2, Mr. Paul Witt right here. Ralph Blair, 3rd. 4th. For now, Sarge, Mr. Pierce. But he has got Damon Cox all over him. Dirty Don, 6th, 7th. Buddy Waters. Woodson, 8th. Curtis, 9th. Whitmer back here in the 10th. McKellar, 11th. Kraft, 12th. 13th. David Casey being a lap down. Holder, 1 lap down in the pits. Jacob Edson, 1 lap down. Carlson, 3 laps. Raglan, 13. Man, oh man, Gary, I think he's got more fans than Elvis had. He got a lot of them out here coming out of the woodwork. Tracy's here. Gary and Paul can wreck, then the 57 can take it. Well, I think we might know who she's in favor of. 61 laps complete. 1 caution, that's all we've had. Holder back out after coming into the pits. Now watch this. If I can do this properly, gonna keep a little eye here on his lap. He's got brand new tires. .747. Let's go up and watch Slipinski that's got 35 lap old tires. See if Gary can stay with him. Now look at that. He's doing more than staying with him. He's in the 32.6s. So the 36 lap old tires ain't phasing him a bit. Paul slipping back just a tad. And Sarge back here. Currently in third, having a great run. He started 7th. And we certainly want to thank all the sponsors here at Lucky Dog. And man, there is a boatload of them. Some of these guys usually have them on their cars, but I don't see a few of them. But I got them right in the left-hand corner. We got a bunch of them out here. The Fiber Optics Construction is the main one, with a whole bunch of them right here along with them. And I got to tell you, when it comes to the Lucky Dog League, if you're listening and you're not in a league, you might want to consider hopping into one of these guys' leagues. I think they got like 3 of them a week. Because I've seen the trophies, I've seen the shirts, I've seen the jackets, I've seen everything when you are a champion and or a team champion in this league. Makes me want to throw the mic in the corner and grab my steering wheel. Tracy says Jacob really needs a win. Jacob really needs his lap back. And then Jacob can go after a win. He needs the chips to fall in his favor, if they will. A caution puts you back on the lead lap right here because he really needs it bad. A little lap traffic up here. And he's catching him. Slowly, but he is catching him. So that's not playing into effect yet, but it will eventually here. And we're coming in on some of our pit stops right here. Slipinski's going to be in. Now, here's the thing. When the guy leading the race comes into the pits, if you can't catch him on 40-lap old tires, you certainly ain't going to do any good when he gets fresh tires on. So that kind of dictates when the rest of these cats are going to come in, especially 1 through 5. Joey Hickox wants to know how many MaxspeedTV drivers is running tonight. Well, that's easy. I think 1. Sarge is coming in. Damon Cox is in, and Dirty Don's coming in right behind him. Buddy Waters has led a lap. Will he come in this time, or will he stay out a little longer? 70 laps out of 100 has been completed. There's your top 5. There's your race summary. 1 caution, 8 lead changes. Now, when all these cycle around, eventually, yes, Joey, I could use a few more in here, definitely. Are you asking? Are you wanting to get in it? Somebody's wanting to lead a lap out here. Casey and Woodson. Woodson is in, but Casey is right here. But he will have to come in eventually. He's on a different pit stop run. So's Thomas Holder. And poor old Jacob, he's hanging out here as long as he can. But he's really looking like he's going to have to come in fairly soon. 43 laps. But as of right now, your leader will be Ralph Blair. And this is true. Here, Dirty Don put on a show Saturday night. And I'm assuming you mean by driving and, you know, not doing some kind of a dance or strip club thing. You know, you never know with some of these drivers. Getting crowded up here. Slapinski's got some traffic in front of him. And Paul Witt happens to be one of them. Larry, I'm pretty sure, I do not believe this is closed. I think they are still going to recruit. Check them out on the Facebook page, and they also have a website. Get a hold of Mr. Brian Pierce. Let him know. You tell him Bobby with all the freaking hobbies sent you. I don't know if that'll help you or hurt you. Slapinski would love to get around Paul Witt, but right now, Paul's going to be your leader. Now, he might be able to use that 52 machine of Whitmer Sr. right here. A little bit of a pick, perhaps. I don't know. And you're right, Tracy. They don't call him Dirty Don for nothing. So who knows? He might have beat their butts in racing and made an extra $1 or $2 on stage. Now, I do have an award, and I've not got to even show it yet. But what happens is, that was getting close. I have a Dude Wipes award that I give out. And what that is, it's whoever causes, or whoever I should say, has the worst wreck in that race. I give out the Dude Wipe award. Because he's probably got as many skid marks in his shorts as what the track does after the wreck. And then at the end of the season, I draw a number out of the hat, and that guy, he gets to win all kinds of goody stuff from me. So the Dude Wipes award looks like this. You have to admit now, that is really classy. But so far, I've not really seen anything that's interested me yet as far as a wreck goes. These guys are playing very nicely, and you're lucky to even see a bad wreck with Lucky Dogs. I would be surprised if somebody don't have a good wreck just to put their name in the hat for the season, because I won't have many to pick from, I can tell you that. Blair doing a good job. He started 12th, and here he is 3rd. Looking very pretty. Acacia, 4th, all by himself, relaxed, having a good old time. Sarge right now holding down the 5th spot. We used to have a big thing about Paul Witt, so you got Dirty Don perhaps making a little money on stage in his spare time. Well, for a while, we always thought when I ran the cameras on these guys, and I'll do that again, we always thought Paul Witt was actually racing at a strip club or a disco joint because it was all lit up. But in fact, it was proven that he was racing in his basement. I believe one of his sons came on and confirmed it. So basically, his wife threw him in the basement. And take a look. Slapinski decides to take the lead right here. And he's going to go up and around him. But here's the thing. He's got lap traffic ahead, and he would really love to put some lap traffic between him and Paul Witt. "20 laps to go, and they are good to go. Do not need to stop for fuel. Some probably wish they could for tires." Paul, he's got to buckle down, the MaxspeedTV driver. Try to reel Slapinski in if he can. I tell you, that is a big fish to land. Blair doing a really good job in the old Gatorade machine here. Nobody to bother him. You know what? I think Paul Witt probably does race with bell bottoms, and he's probably got them giant high platform shoes or whatever they call them too, I bet. Probably got a little number painted on the side, 429. Wearing big old sunglasses. We don't know if he's a disco dancer, stripper, or if he's a pimp. The 78 Slapinski up top. Getting ready to put a lap car down, hopefully between him and Paul Witt. And I can tell you, checking on Carlson back here for a minute. He's okay. Thought I saw something, and I didn't. But anyway, up here, the 52, that's Whitmer Sr. He's probably got to take it high and stay right out of the way. Now that, my friends, is how you do a gentleman's, I guess you could call it a gentleman's courtesy. You get out of his way. Or you draft with him. Paul Witt starting to see Slapinski getting further and further apart, further away from him. 15 laps to go at the line. But the guy's got to be tickled, man. Ralph is running a great, great race. He started 12th, and here he is 3rd. And, of course, the Sarge is doing great. Started 7th, and here he is 4th. It's all about hitting your marks. Yeah, sometimes some of these tracks can be boring. It's like watching paint dry, but, you know, it's tough for a driver, too. You got to hit those marks every single time. You nod off a little bit and you miss your mark, well, you're in trouble. Right here's your top 5. 13 to go at the line. Slapinski, Witt, Blair, Pearson, Cox. Now, I know for a fact my driver, in his spare time, he enjoys drinking hot cocoa, watching every single Hallmark Thanksgiving Christmas show that he possibly can get his hands on, curled up on the couch with his favorite binky. Slapinski, I don't know what he likes to do for a hobby. With a last name like that, probably slapping people around. I don't know. But I know he can drive. Paul not getting any closer to him. And he's trying. You can tell right there. He's giving it all he's got coming out of those turns. So we'll go through the lineup real quick. Slapinski, Witt, Blair, Pierce, Cox. Back here, a little bit of battle going on. Dirty Don currently 6th. Now the 42, not a problem because he happens to be, I think, 4 laps down. So Acacia will be next in line 7th. Waters is 8th. Woodson is going to be 9th. Curtis is 10th. Whitmer 11th. Kraft is 12th. Jacob, not a night he was hoping for. Started out really well. Whoa. I see somebody back here sliding around. And it was McKellar. He's had a rough night tonight. He's currently 14th. Holder 15th. Carlson is 16th. Regland packed it up and went home. Eight to go at the line. And what is the difference between those two? Well, let me look. About 3.5 seconds. You can see him going into the turn. Up yonder. Or crossing the checkered line, and now here comes Paul. So yeah, it's probably about 2.5 seconds or so. The 00 of Holder, he's going to end up being 2 laps down. More than likely, Slapinski will probably kind of just chill out right here with only 7 to go. And I would imagine he wants to chill out when there ain't nobody around him. Kind of make you nervous. Still overall a really good night. And I believe that, Tracy. I probably have to say Slapinski likes running over cones in his spare time. He beats the ever-living dog crap out of the blue commitment cone. See how I said that? Dog crap with a Lucky Dog League. Another pun, huh? Pretty good. Not bad for a guy who just, winging it. Still sitting pretty by himself. Nobody to bother him. Ralph Blair should be bringing this puppy home with a good 3rd place finish. Unless he falls asleep and falls out of his rig. Well, anything else going on here with 5 to go? Everybody's really, really stretched out. I mean, a lot. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to be worthy enough for my Dude Wipes award for tonight. Three to go at the line. Slapinski can probably slam the brakes on, spin it around, and drive it around here backwards. Off to a really good lead. What's his lead now on Mr. Witt? Almost 4.5 seconds. For what I can see, everybody, take a farther look here, everybody's spread out pretty nicely. I'm not seeing a battle one going on. Everybody is playing nice. Dirty Don back here in the 8th position. Casey did a great job. He was actually down lap, and here he is. He got it back. Last guy in the lead lap is Sandy Curtis. These other cats here are battling. They're at least 1 lap down or more. To let you guys know, the Lucky Dog Series, they've got races all over the place. On Friday night, with the white flag waving, they've got the Super Speedway League coming up. And let me tell you, that's a blast to watch if you want to watch serious bumper-to-bumper competition. Take a look at him. Calm, cool, collected. That's what he is. As he's heading to the finish line. And there it is. Slapinski, he's got to pull this puppy off. Paul Witt will be second. Sarge is going to be third, fourth. Ralph Blair, Mr. Cox, fifth. Buddy Waters, sixth. Seventh, Woodson. Dirty Don, eighth. Ninth, Casey, 10th. Curtis Williams, Whitmer Sr., 11th. 12th, Kraft. Jacob Edson, not a good night for him. 13, Thomas Holder, 14th. McKellar, 15th. And Carlson, 16th. And right here is your winner. He led 61 laps of this race. He was your pole cat. Gen 6, Lucky Dog. Season 4, Race 2, your winner tonight, Gary Slapinski. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We're going to have a chat with Slapinski, Mr. Paul Witt here, running around for second place, and the Sarge, they call him, in third place. We'll talk to all three of these cats when we get back. Don't go anywhere.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold.
You saw it right there, my little caution instant replay skit that I made. Well, let's go over it real quick. We had one freaking caution. That's it. 11 lead changes tonight. Pretty good. Talking to the man, top 3, mind you. Right there he is, up close and personal. We call him Sarge, Mr. BK Pierce. Talk to me. How was the race? Did you like it? Did you have fun? Well, you know what? That's pretty awesome. The problem that I have right now is for some reason why you're not going over the air. And I don't know why. Interesting. Oh, no, not really. I don't know what the heck just happened. Hang on a minute. Let me figure it out here. I'll get it. Something has happened. I don't know what. Hang on a minute. I'm working on it. Yeah, this could get serious right here. Say something now. I give up. That didn't help at all either. What's going on with me? Wow, you blew your motor up, though. That's a good thing, I guess. Oh, was it yours? Well, hang on. I'm not giving up right here. All right, say something now.
How about now?
Oh, yeah, baby. I got you. Don't ask me how, but I do. Anyway, you had fun out there, right?
I did. That bottom line was working good. Tire wear was pretty much excellent. I was catching the pack, and I just kept going. I was like, if I can't do it tonight, I ain't gonna ever do it.
Well, hey, third place is pretty cool, buddy. You started 7th. You got some points early in the season. Who all do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank good Lord above. I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for him. Secondly, I got to thank Billy Jones and FOC Construction, without him and Michael Pegg, I wouldn't be sitting here tonight as well in the rig that I'm sitting in. And just all the Lucky Dog guys, Gary and Thomas and everybody who stuck with me and taught me coming up over the past couple of years. And, I enjoy having these guys around here.
Well, I got to tell you, you have got one of the coolest websites I've ever seen. This guy put some serious time in the Lucky Dog website. You guys check it out. There's no other like this one. And extremely impressed without a doubt of that one. Awesome. You take care of yourself there, Sarge, and we'll catch you Friday night, right?
Yeah. Yep. I'll be here.
All right. Yeah, I hear there's a heck of a broadcaster on Friday night, so I'm looking forward to hearing him.
I think it's Saturday night.
But it's Saturday night.
Oh, see, it's Saturday night. I don't know why I got Friday on here.
Yeah, it's dementia, man.
You know, it is. I'm really getting old. My Lord. You'd think this was my first time out here, wouldn't you?
You had me. I was like, oh, man, I got to change my schedule now.
See, I just threw that out there just to put the monkey wrench in there for you. You take care of yourself, Sarge. We'll catch you next week, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Next up, the MaxspeedTV driver. You didn't even put a scratch on my face on the quarter panels. I appreciate that. Paul, you had a great run. Doing great. You led 6 laps. A little bit, Slopinski had just a little too much on you. Now, you told me at the beginning of this race that this setup was kind of, sort of giving you a little bit of fits.
Yeah, it was. It sure wasn't the setup we had last night when we practiced, man. Well, I tell you what, because that setup was awesome. But this one was good. You know, we all have the same setup, so can't really complain about it. It's just the driver, and I didn't have enough for Gary. He just had a little bit too much for me.
Well, congratulations. You got points. Second race. You started second and you finished second.
Can't complain about that. And
no.
Not too bad. And no scratch on the car. Your face is perfect. So hey, what else is new?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You know what? I can't afford any more wrinkles on that face. You better keep that thing clean.
I'm doing it the best I can.
All right, yeah. My other drivers, they have enough wrinkles on there. You don't need to put any on there. Let me tell you. Anyway,
Well, put it this way, Bobby. I have the wrinkles, so the wrinkles on the car. I have your wrinkles, so don't worry about it.
all right, no problem. That's all right. With wrinkles comes experience and wisdom.
Yeah, I wish.
And balding
I could
and
use a little bit more.
you know, it's funny. You get older, you lose your hair on top of your head, but you grow it out your nose and ears. What's up with that?
I have no idea.
God's playing a dirty trick on us when we get old.
He
sure
is.
does.
He is. He threw a curveball in on us, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Paul, who do you want to thank tonight, buddy?
I got to thank my parents and you, broadcasting, sponsoring, driving the MaxspeedTV car and the colors. And got to thank Brian for everything he does because he puts a lot of hours into this. And, all the Lucky Dog guys. And, again, FOC for coming on and sponsoring us. And they do a great job, too. So just got to thank you, everybody.
Not a problem, pal. Take it easy, relax, enjoy yourself, and I will be seeing you. I want to say Friday and throw the curveball, but I can't because that's already that ship sailed already. So
Doubleheader Saturday.
Doubleheader Saturday we have, yes.
But not this Saturday. We only got one race this Saturday, Bobby.
Oh well, that's good. I'm happy.
So,
who took the race off?
Happy.
Who took it off? The other?
Yeah, the other one.
The other one took it off.
Yep. It's holiday, so we don't race till next Saturday. So
yeah, but apparently the Lucky Dog says, you know what, we're gonna race because you figure after Thursday with the family and Friday with the family, Saturday you got to have a little me time.
The family's gonna want to kick you out anyway. So
pretty much,
you might as well want to race.
I'll be kicked out by Thursday at 7.
I might have you beat. It might be by 3.
Well, you take care, buddy. Have a good one. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Bobby. You too.
All right, brother. Next up, the man, the myth, the legend. Here he is. Nice job, Gary. You started first. Yeah, 61 laps of this bad boy. You own this place.
I guess so. I had a little misfortunes there. I got into Jacob, but felt kind of bad about it. But it is what it is, I guess. And I guess I came out on a good end of that stick. He got the bad end of that stick. But I really feel bad about that. But that's
it's kind of I don't think you even seen him there, to be honest with you.
He came up on me so quick. I got off the throttle. And it was just too late. I mean,
right.
I was like, oh no, there's something bad's gonna happen here.
You can tell by watching that. I even said it in the replay. I said, I don't think Gary even realized he was there, to be honest with you. So, well, hey, good job. You finished number 1. I'm shocked. Let me hear your acceptance speech, and you better mix it up a little bit because you're like me broadcasting. You're starting to sound boring. So come on, come up with something cool and new here, will ya?
Yeah, right. All I know is I was working hard tonight. I didn't know what line to run tonight. I don't know if you see me. I was all over the racetrack. I'm on the bottom, in the middle, and I found something on the very top against the wall. I think that was the way to be tonight. I think right up against that wall, that little cushion of air. And
that's exactly that's where you really ran all night. It was right up against that wall, and Paul pretty much kept it down in the bottom.
Yeah, I mean that's what got me to lead too. He going into I believe it was either 1 or 2 going into 1 or 3. I just set him up and I got on the outside. If you get me on the outside, that was it. I was going to run away with it.
Oh.
And
by the way, real quick, I'm just told now on YouTube from Tracy here. Says every day's Thanksgiving when you marry a turkey like Gary.
I love it.
I got to be honest with you. I would love to have this lady with me in broadcast.
That's good.
I think she would be a riot.
She should. Yeah, she probably would. She'll probably put me down right now.
You tell her I said we'll get you set up, and she could be the female MaxspeedTV broadcaster. We'll bring her right on.
Oh yeah, she'll talk right over you.
You better be careful. You're gonna be sleeping on the couch, pal.
Oh yeah, I probably would be.
All right, who do you want to thank?
I'm gonna thank tonight. I'm gonna thank you for coming out and doing this again for us. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank Lucky Dog, MaxspeedTV, Everybody out there chit chatting and everything on the on the old YouTube, and thanks for them for coming out here and watching us go around in circles. I'd like to thank Michael Pegg, all the hard work he does, Brian, all these racers out here every night that we come out here, we do this. It's a lot of fun, but sometimes it takes up a lot of our time. And I would like to thank my family, my wife, and
I think you meant to say your lovely wife.
My lovely wife, yes. Yeah, I'll get in trouble for that later.
Don't worry, I got your back. You take care, Gary. Congratulations. We'll see you later on down the week, brother.
Thank you. I'll see you on Saturday.
All right. We had a little fun tonight in Atlanta, didn't we? Huh? Don't forget, check these guys out if you want to run with them. I'm sure they're still taking some cars. And don't forget, not Friday, but Saturday's the Super Speedway League of these guys. You got a heck of an announcer over there. You might want to tune in and check him out. I know I'm going to. MaxspeedTV, Bobby to all the hobbies. The Lucky Dog Gen 6 Series. I'm out of here. Y'all have a safe week. See ya.